morning, morning, morning. I wouldn't be having enough time to be on the chat a very long time. So if you're here, you're just joining us, kindly tell us your name, where you're joining us from, and then we can start the day proper. Your name and where you're joining us from, so we can start. If you can hear me clearly, say it on the chat. If you're already on the call, say it on the chat. Let's get it started. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys had a nice weekend. And like I said on Saturday, that on Friday rather, that with the way news is going, that gold will touch all time high. I woke up around 11. I was up though, so I didn't sleep around 10. So I was trying to buy gold at the time, but the guy not gree trigger. I don't know if anybody encountered same because I literally tried to buy gold at the time the market opened. Immediately the market opened, I wanted to buy gold immediately. But you know, green me telling me market, telling me no enough money, no enough money. I even reduced my lot size. You know, green buy. So I literally left it, and I woke up this morning. It's already at all time high. Like I said it last week. I said it last week. Once Trump does something crazy, the effect, the ripple effect goes directly to gold. You can see it. This is a new all-time high already. So it's going to be a crazy week. It's going to be a crazy week ahead. But then the crypto market is correcting. It's almost corrected. But then Bitcoin went from 120 something to almost 105. That is crazy dump. So, but then let me greet people that are always here with me every morning, every Friday night. Shedrack, good morning. Timmy from Lagos, good morning. And we have Akinwumi, good morning. We have MJ. MJ, it's been a while. It's been a while. I've not seen you for the past 2 weeks. It's been a while. Thank you very, very much, Timmy. How is work and school and everything? Anyway, so let's get down to the business of the day. So, like you always know, first thing I do is to look from the higher time frame bias, and then we can now know what we are going for the week. Like I'm a day trader and a part-time swing trader, but for the course of this session, all the trade I've given here, most of them did not even play out in one day. So if you're in this channel, you will learn how to be a swing trader. Your job is to just set your limit, put your risk in order, and then go about your business. The reason why I did that is because I'm not controlling anything I do on this place. My own is just to give you the bias, give you the entries, and then go about my business too. So the only place I'm only active is on the entries group where I can literally tell you what to do, how to go about it till the end of the week. But in this case, it's a different ball game. I just tell you what to do and then allow you to do it yourself. So for this GBP JPY, we haven't touched it for a while now, for almost almost 3 weeks. After this breakout happened, we haven't touched it. Remember, we sold from here and then that was it. That was around October 1st. And this is October what 11 and be 13. We haven't touched it still. So, but I'm still waiting for this guy to come to this place to tap. But what I wanted to do is for you to tap here with this leg, with this particular leg, with this particular leg. But it did not happen. So he left it and the thing went off. And The reason why this thing happened, it is fundamentally engineered. Yeah, that is English. It's fundamentally engineered because obviously a breakout like this, leaving this kind of gap, it's fundamentally engineered. You can't tell me that it's just normal movement of the market. No. If you record that week, NFP that was supposed to happen on Friday did not happen. NFP that was supposed to happen on Friday did not happen, leaving a gap on the market on Friday. And when Monday opened, Sunday night, I mean, he opened with a mad spread that left this gap here. And remember what I said about someone asked me on my DM that I said on my live that once gap is created, gap must be closed. But bro, this gap is not just the normal Sunday market, Monday, Friday market close, and then Monday opening. This is a gap triggered by the news. So you can't just wake up and say, um, this is what I'm going to do. No, you if you sell thinking that this gap will close, where do you put your stop loss in this case? You can't, because the market opened around here. And the ideal place to put your stop loss is somewhere here. But I've already opened above it. So trying to sell down to cover this gap will put you in debt. Will put you in debt. So that is why I said I'm not selling. What do? I would just rather buy from this guy. But looking at it, price came back to this point and left. And if you want to buy again using normal break of structure, retest, and whatever, it is from this point. And the same guy still left us. He still left and left. So I wouldn't say that I'm going to buy from here using this other block or whatever, but it's a valid point. Why do I say that? The tariff war has kind of ended. The US now is open, and they opened with Basbos too. The normal thing that happened over the weekend, Trump and the China tariff war and how it ended. So I would say that most currencies are coming back to their accounts. People are bringing back their account because they've seen that, oh, Trump yesterday even tweeted that I don't have any problem with China guy. You say only thing I want to do is just to make sure that our country is safe. That China guy is my friend and blah blah blah. And after that again, he said another thing that same tariff is still on the work. So people will be like, what the fuck is wrong with this man? But I don't blame him. Yes, your country, your government doesn't care about you. Your government don't really give a fuck about how you do and what cares. How are you making it in your life? But you've seen a government, you've seen someone that carries their country in his head, that if you come for them, they will come for you 100%. They don't really care. That is the kind of person you want to put your government, your country in their hands, not someone that will just. I don't want to digress, I beg. So for this guy, I believe that from this point, this is my overall target for GBP, JPY, and it has tapped this guy here. Normally, what we trade is break of structures, liquidity, and then POIs. As you can see, that generally it has already created that, and it's already pushing up from this point. But you can't just say you want to push up from this point and start buying from here. No, it will give you more stop loss and overall risk, and it's still a Monday. So for me, what do you do? If I'm you, what will you do? So now this is where you say gap. You can see there's a gap that happened here. This gap that happened here. This is supposed to be an open close, but it closed here and then opened here on this week. So obviously, I'm not going to be putting any head thinking to buy from there. Where I'll be thinking of buying from is from this place. From this guy, this is where I'll be buying from. And my bias is simple. My bias is simple. You trade like you have a storyline on your trading, right? You have a storyline, meaning you've you've seen what you were doing from the higher time frame perspective, and now it makes sense to keep that story going from the higher time frames. You've seen that Omo, this guy took out my 4 hour time frame, even the daily time frame, like it's nothing. He just came up, took out the guy like it's nothing, and then left. And now you came back and tapped on. If you watch now from the daily, you see that this is more like a fair value gap that market left. Look at the fair value gap is the gap that market leaves. Let's say this, and then this. So this gap from here to here is your fair value gap. This thing here now is not your fair value gap. And as you can see, that thing happened on the daily. Look at it from here to here. This is a fair value gap. As you can see it now, right? And now that is where the market came back from and triggered and now reacting up. And the place I said my overall target should be at is this place. I didn't do that because I feel like, oh, I'm cancelled on. I suppose. No, it's not by vibes and inshallah. No, I've already known that this is the last point of the market. The next high that the market is going to revisit. Remember I talked about order flow, price going in the same direction at a particular point in time. For example, gold has been buying for since last year, for all, like, if you're even a position size trader, I've been buying for years now. Gold has never dipped like crazy if it's not just fundamental news that is just for correction. So as you can see now, this is the last high before whatever thing. And I can't be going to weekly time from monthly time frame. I'm not a swing trader like that. So I should just be using the normal range in the confines of what I'm doing, from the dailies to 4 hours and then the 1 hour. That is all I can do. So as you can see now, this guy is already bullish, and it have taken out, if you remember what I talked about, buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. Once price starts coming for your sell side, it will take out everything. So it is obviously coming for this place. But I cannot categorically tell you that, oh, once you see a buy on GBP, hold it with your life. Yes, I can say it on gold, but I cannot say it on other pairs, because these pair are currency pairs, and any news can literally spoil it. If there's any news on Japan, let's say Trump say, Japan, I'm imposing 100% tariff from Japan. The way this pair will dump, because everybody will take out their money from this pair and go and put it in a safe haven. It's just like now saying that Nigeria is going to start taxing their citizens from next year. So now you want to start, all your money will start be running on your normal personal account. They will say and finish you now. Everybody is now making, like I've already said it on the live severally, everybody is now making plans on how to reduce the taxes they will be paying, on how not to invade tax. Invading tax is an offense, right? But people are trying to make ways to reduce the tax they are paying. You don't wake up and tell me to give you 20% of my earnings. I make $1 million for the month, I'll give you 200K. What have you done for me? Government that takes tax from people, at least give them the basic amenities, the healthcare, the security, the road, the water, the basic amenities, basic electricity. But all these things is zero. You don't have them, and you're still being taxed 20%. So make it make sense. Everybody's trying to make a way out for themselves. So once any news comes on Japan, this guy, Japanese yen, is going to dump like crazy. And then where is it going to? It's going to gold, because gold is like the USDT of crypto. If you're in the crypto market over the weekend, it's a bloodbath, right? But people still manage to take off some things because they have their money stored in a safe haven asset. It is stored on the USDT. So whether crypto is up or down, highest, nothing will happen for USDT. You only lose value, but not the money. And now that it's coming back, USDT is still there. So your job is to be awake at times like this. This is the Trump market. You can't just be sleeping saying, I don't buy my stock, my portfolio. Unless you're an investor, you're investing for the next 10 years, next 20 years, it will not affect you. But if you're a day trader, you're a weekly trader, you're a swing trader, you should be up on the news, checking what is happening in at least in the confines of the pairs you're trading. You're not a trader just just for time being, just for the name of being a trader. If they ask you now, Timmy, what's up? What is happening around your pair? What is the one news that's happening on the pair you're trading? You don't know. No, it's not just about marking lines and all right now. You should know the stories happening around the pairs you're trading. At least, what is happening on gold? What is happening on gold? Why is gold pumping? Explaining like you're explaining to a 10-year-old. That is what knowledge gives you. That is what it tells you. You can't just say he's buying because he's break at all-time high. This is the break of structure. Yes, technical works, but technicals now, that is the Trump market, should be strongly backed up by fundamentals. So I didn't just wake up and tell you I want to go and buy Euro GBP, JPY. No, there are news across board pointing me to the same direction. So the same thing, my overall target is here, right? That is 1:8. But as you all know me, I'll tell you simple. I'll tell you simply. Once the price gets to 1:3, you take your profit and take your entries to break even. You can take partials and leave the rest to run. Yes, if you want to pass your account with just this one trade, once it have taken out this high, you can now break even, which means you are running risk free. But then at the end of the day, it all depends to you. My job is to do the talking, and your job is to take action. I won't come to your house and come and press the buy or sell button for you. You'll do them yourself. So this is my submission for GBP JPY. I'll obviously drop this trade on my entry group when I see a very solid confirmations. So it will be dropping there on Telegram though now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're on the channel, the GBP JPY trade has been dropped. So that's one for the week. Let's go again. So Timmy made me start taking a liking on the USD JPY pair. But after a few weeks, we stopped seeing entry on it. But if you remember, this guy gave us solid 10R. In as much as we missed this one last week, This one is a solid sell buy for us, which we missed. And now, if you see what I told you about ranging market, you see that after months of being in this space of this range, we have finally broken out. So what do you do after market breaks out from a range? You don't have to just say, oh, let me just keep buying. Most of the time, it does this. Like now, if you see what happened here in the intraday, it took out all the sells and then took it out all out and then came back, took out the buy. But only that it took out the buy with a week. And this week is engineered by a news. Look at it. It just took out, flipped all the buys, all of them, and then went back again, started going up. So no structures. And like I always say, market is fractal in the sense that you might be bullish right now, and then your bias can change in minutes, in seconds, and you start selling. It happened to me on gold last week. At least all of you are here. I was bearish on gold, and before 3 p.m. I got bullish immediately. So you should be what is it called again in English? You should be fluid. Yes. You don't have to stay I want to buy gold. Even when the sell confirmations are there for you, your mind is still telling you want to go and buy gold. You collect SL now, you collect them. So first off, let's start clearing all this. Let's start clearing because they've all been cleared. So start clearing all this. And then the next thing now, go to daily time frame. Remember, you have to be looking for your storyline. You have to be looking for your what? for your storyline. You don't just buy because you saw a break of structure and a liquidity. Where is he buying from? Where is he headed? Now we have a new target. We have a new target. This is our trend line from this point up until this point. And now the next thing is, where is he headed? Where is this thing going? I've taken out all this one, taking this one, I've taken this one. So your next target is overall target per se. I won't just say next. Is this. This is the overall target. For now, at least for this month, is this. And then the other one will now be this. But you can't say that this guy will just come and flip this guy and start going for this place. That's why I said you should start with what you're seeing first. The ones you're seeing first, that's where you should start from. So you don't say I'm already. What next? You now come back to your 1 hour time frame. This is where you look for those things that you say that it is my own entry model, your own entry model. I want to see this. I want to see that. I want to see this. This is where you look for those things, right? So now, what am I looking for here? It is going to be a very dicey. It's a very dicey situation because this imbalance here wasn't filled. And where is it buying from now? What is happening here? The market is buying from nothing. So it is a trap. Is a trap. But then it's a trap that you can risk. It's a trap that you can risk. At least it's 1%. We haven't taken a loss for a while, but after all these things, I will know the one that are A1 setups and the one that are not worth taking. So this one is sharp. This one is sharp. If this guy closes, if this candle now closes above this one, then it is okay. This one now becomes liquidity, and this will be a sharp trade, a sharp SL or a sharp TP. You know go even hard. 3R, yes, 3R at least is decent. So for after 3R, you can now start dragging. Oh shit, to where, to God knows where. Here is 12R. That's crazy. So the reason why I said this thing is a mid setup is because they have a lot of imbalances below. Is mid. So after the analysis, I'll check if there is news. If there is news, then it's obvious that this guy will take us out because the news will obviously dump to this area of inefficiency. I'm speaking too much English today. It will dump to this area of inefficiency and then start going up. But this setup is mid, but is worth taking. So I'll not drop this one yet. Let me look for others, and then I'll count from the A plus to the B plus, and then the anyhow setup. So this is what I'm seeing on GBP, USD, JPY. But mind you, I'm not dropping this one yet. Let me look for at others first. If I see solid 3 setups for the week from these pairs, I'm okay. So for the USD card, we had a good run, right? We had a good run on this guy, a decent run, because it was like the key levels is something that you guys should learn. Everybody here should go and learn about it. It is not a new setup. It's not a new strategy. It helps you refine what you already know. If you trade SMC, you trade break of structure, liquidity, and POIs. Key levels helps you to refine your entries based on the levels of where the market is, and you don't have to wait the whole. If you recall, last year my trading pattern is simple: QMR. That is what DAX still trade. I'll look for my sweep, my break of structure, my liquidity, break of structure, comes back again. What did I just do, for crying out loud? Break of structure, comes back again, and then from there, TP. This is what I was trading last from 2022, 2023. This is what I was trading. And if you know in your head, this works. I didn't say it never works. It still works till tomorrow. You see the work. I mean, that's what DAX trade, that's what Chooks trade, that's what at least these two people that I know closely, that this is what they trade. But the only reason why I said I'm not going to be trading this again, I didn't leave, I didn't dump this. No, I didn't. What did I do? I refined it to not start looking for my sweep, start looking for break of structure. Before you look for all these ones, I've taken myself. Why? I've seen my break. I just have turned to mentorship now without knowing. Should be the same now. Anyway, only 7 people are here. This is already my break of structure. This is my liquidity. This point you were looking to see another thing to come back and then to give you your whatever, your entry, is already my TP. This is my TP already. Because I've seen my break, I've seen my valid pullback. I'm entering. So when the first enter happens, I cannot decide whether I want to come and take with you again or allow you to your fate. And obviously, if you check my entry group and even the Telegram channel, when last did you see me trade this? It's been a while. So I've left it. It's not been a while. I've left it. But I didn't leave it. I'm still doing the same concept, but I've refined it to make it simpler for me. That once I get my break of structure, the first pullback, and then anything happens below here, either this one breaks structure or not. If it comes like this and then comes back, I'm still taking the buy because overall structure is still giving me bullish. So why do I have to start waiting for all these ones? And new things are now tweaked into it that I don't have to wait for this guy to come into this place. If this guy breaks structure, overall structure here, and leaves and does something like this, even without coming back to this point, something like this, and goes up, coming back again, I'll take from this place. Which is the column again? Now breaker block. Simple, same pattern, nothing changed. And if you can't say, okay, you want to come and chop my SL that time, probably from this place again, it does the same thing. I want to chop my SL, and I'll still take it from this point, which is here, and swept my SL without even giving me anything. I won't talk the name of this one, but taking my SL from that point, coming back here again, trying to go down, come back again. I'll sell from here. This one is called what? All of you has, this one is order block, breaker block, reclaim block. It is many, but guess what? They all work. All of them work. I'm doing this in fast because I'm not doing mentorship. So if you watch this place now, you see that this is daily time frame, right? So we don't trade it per se. Let's go to 4 hours. If you watch this 4 hours, I dropped this setup. If you go back on Telegram, you see it. It played out to the T. And I dropped this one and it played out. But why do I say this is it? This is the normal QMR entry. This is the liquidity. This is the POI. But the entry is now where the problem is. Because our entry is normally from this POI, the last POI. It will take you out. And then that is it. The second entry again is based on key levels, which is this one here. It broke structure, came back and tapped and left. If you wonder why Tony Ike, all of you know Tony now. Tony, not all of you though, at least some people know him. He takes little, he can't even give you his trades, the trade entry. He'll just give you the bias because he takes entries on snipes. You can't see Tony doing 100 pips SL or stuff like that. He takes some things like this. This is what you see him. And you'll be wondering how. It is. It's key levels. But he cannot teach you that because you cannot manage it and perfectly without taking a lot of losses. Imagine me now, like I always said it, I'm generous with SL. But Tony cannot take this trade like this. He will take it down, like to the T, to the least, always tiny SL. That is what my brother Adele is doing. That's what my guy Kuku is doing. Like 5 people SL, 10 people SL. I love you. I respect you. But I cannot, for my peace of mind. I cannot. So if you watch now, this guy have taken us from this point, taking this one out, came back again from that point, and now taking this one out. So now where are you going now? Where are you going next? You're waiting for the same thing that printed here to print here. The same thing. But the problem now is this. This guy from the daily reacted from a body. But these guys here are reacting from wicks. So what do? you refine them. You refine them. Go to 4 hours, and then look for where the body is. If you go this into line chart, you see that you see that weeks don't really matter in the grand scheme of things using key levels. Let me show you. This is it. So the body of this candle, that is this, from the 4 hours, and then go back, look at it. The weeks don't really matter. So now come back. You can't take a sell, a buy from here, because there's no POI. It is scattered. There's this one, there's this one, and then there's this one, and they're all mitigated. Remember, once it's mitigated, leave it. Once it's mitigated, leave it. All these ones now, so you cannot be saying that which one will I take. So which means that key level entry, you know, go really work for here, because you go chop loss. If you watch this one is clear. It is just one. It is clear. Okay, for that, like you see them now, it's very clear. Watch this one, is very clear. But this one now, there's too much obstacles. So what do? Use the normal entry level that you know. The normal entry where you know. Use it. Don't overcomplicate things. So what am I looking for in this guy? I want it to close above clearly, and then if it comes back, and then we can take from this guy. And this is news anyway. So I want it to close above this guy, and anything can happen around there. But for now, there's no entry on this pair. USD card, none. USD card, none. So for this week, nothing the USD card. Euro AUD. Yeah. If you recall last week, I called this sell and it happened to the T. But for this week, nothing. Because like I said last week, I want to sell this guy from here, but you can see he's already selling, so I can't do nothing from that place. And this is a Monday, so I don't want to start with Monday with a loss. So no, nothing on this pair. Nothing. Euro USD is now correcting. Last week I called it from here to here. So obviously the guy is still selling. The guy will still keep selling till this point. But how do you enter this journey? You can enter this sell from here. It's easy as that. This is it. You can enter it from here. But I've not seen a valid entry, so I cannot give you entry. I cannot give you entry. You can enter from here to this point. So once price gets to tap here and does change character, you can sell. Your target is here, and you know it will give you a solid 1:3, whether you like it or not. From that point, for example, from this point to this point, to give 1:3, 1:5 safe, because obviously you cannot get to that point. 1:5 safe, 1:7. But then wait for confirmation before you can take the sell from here. This is Euro USD. I don't like the pair. The pair they do like I won't use one typical example, but I know one talker. The pair they do like nonsense. So GBP USD, the same thing I just said on this guy here, but this one now is already on the zone I wanted to sell from self. It's already on that zone. The point is now, where do I put my stop loss? You can sell your GBP JP, USD JP, GBP USD now. What am I saying? You can sell it now. The target, wait, if target is not 3, I'm not doing. It's not 3. It's not 3R. It's not 3R. So you have to look for confirmation entry to sell. You have to look for confirmation entry to make it 3R to sell. But it's a good setup. It's a good setup. But am I suitable to drop this one as a setup? Not yet. Like I always do, I'll wait for, after analyzing all my pairs, I'll now choose the A plus from the normal low budget setups. The only one I like for now is this guy. This one is decent and it's already running away from us. But then let's don't get swayed. So this guy did us dirty. So for now, there's no entry on this one for now. There's no entry for this one on for now. And I've closed this one above. So the entry will be just looking for a buy. Oh shit, there is. The same thing on GBP APY. There is the same pattern. The same pattern. There is. This place will give us 3R. Yes, it did. There is. So this one is it. The same thing, like the same thing with JBP JPY, GBP JPY. Look at it. Just take a mental picture. This is it, and this. A mental picture. A mental. Okay, this one, guys, many things inside. Let me remove this one. A mental picture. This one and this one. The other one has gap here. That's it. So it's the same thing. But chill out though. Chill out. It's just there. Let me leave it here. Let me finish others. I'm now rushing on. It's already 8:39. So people that have work to go to their work. So GBP card. If you remember, I called this trade last week. But how many people hold up one? Your job is just to, my job is just to drop it on the channel. Your job is to take it. You're going to take your business. This is 8R. So now, what is my job? For it to break this low and then we sell to this point. If it didn't break it, no show. If it comes back here, I will not sell again because I said it that this are you seeing key levels? This level is very strong. The first sell, second sell, now the third sell. So if it comes back here, I won't take the sell till I see something like this. If you see this one now, is aggressive sell. This one also aggressive sell. But this one, it happened here, broke, came back again, broke, came back again. Like you get to they call market exhaustion, price exhaustion. When price don't tire to do the same thing, it will reverse. So for the fact say you don't tap 1, 2, 3, 4 before it finally dumped. So this fifth time, how you sure you're going to dump? So I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to sell if it gets back here. But if it drops below here, I can now sell to these zones. So for that reason, JPP card for this week, I'll just sit on my hands on the pair. GBP NZD, I don't even know why I added this guy, but yes, I know why now. Because I started using this pair to learn when I was learning key levels. I started using this pair to learn them, and it was giving me decent entries. But you have to be a swing trader to maximize key levels, and it's giving you solid. My guy is doing 5R on it, least 5R, but I've made part with 3R. I don't know why, but then God is my strength. So I saw this entry last week. I said if price comes back here, I'll take it. But and I even put alarm. My alarm was, it didn't trigger, so it didn't come close to it. So I'm deleting it now because target have already been met, so no need. So that's it. For now, this entry is already off because target has been hit. So what's my view again on this? If it breaks this one and comes back, we continue. We are riding to where? Where are we riding to? There's nowhere. This is the highest. Really? Oh. Okay. It's not good. So there are still highs around these zones, but for now, this thing is super bullish. It's super bullish. So once you break this one and close with body, we'll continue buying. Nothing like selling. We'll continue buying. The only reason why you start selling is when this low has been taken out. But for now, markets are just pretty bullish, and it's sweet to see. It's very nice to see. So break this high well and close with body, and then That's where I can take my cue from. We are coming back. We are already almost finished. GBP AUD. My friend is telling me to get ready to go and buy USD I said it already. So, if you remember what I said about buy, sell, liquidity, clearing every buy, and then sell side, clearing every sell. If you recall, after the sell keep happening, the sell don't finish, Abi. Just one candle took out everything that is here. But guess what? It is still selling because the overall target is the overall what is it called? Bias is still pointing me to sell. Though this is the last low he created for, look at it, this is the last low in months. So it's been selling, but now it's selling from this. So this thing happened here. I'm taking it out. Is a long ride. Is it was, what's that English again? It was fun quite lasted. So now we are here. We are here now. That's where we are. So I cannot sell. Even if it comes back, I will not sell. I want to see this candle to correct this long week to correct itself first. After the correction, I can now start looking for. But the sell is still active, no lies. But this is Monday, and then you see this gap is going to close, and maybe to close above this. So I don't know. So I'll just sit on my hands and look at this one. I'll leave gold for now, and then AUD USD is a valid sell. I called it last week, and it's decent. So it's still coming to this point, and now it's already back to this point. I cannot say you should go and sell immediately, because if you're selling now, it means your stop loss will be somewhere here, and this thing will not give you 3R. It did though. It did. For you to sell, I need you to see something from the 1 hour time frame. I need you to see something like this. Like this, and this. So you can sell. Yes, so yes, you've seen the normal, the first one. So I need this one to break this one and close with a body below, and then comes back, then you sell. But if you're a swing guy and you're a bad guy, you can wait. If it retraces back a little bit, you can now start selling. Why did I say that? So that you can get a decent 3R. This is still 3R. You don't even give you money for your commission and all. So wait for it to retrace back, and then this I'll ask you to look for it, and then sell. And then finally, Euro JBP. My guy told me to add this one last week. I've added it. So, oh shit, our sell has happened already. From this point, boom. It's already 3R self, you see. But my guy will be looking for 10R, 6R, 7R to this point. So if this guy comes back to this entry, you sell. The guy have already left us. So at the end of the day, we have only one setup, which is this. I've sent it already. And this one, I can now say that I will send this one. I'll send it. I will. So I'm sending this one again now. USD JPY. If price comes back here, you can take the buy. I've sent GBP JPY. I'm sending USD JPY now. USD. It's like this week is for USD JPY pairs. Sorry, it's for JPY pairs. USD JPY by limit. So I've sent that now. The third one is CAD JP. I said it again. JPY pairs is just the hot this week, and they all have the same patterns. Are you seeing it? So they all have the same pattern. This one is. Let me look for the overall target for people that want to hold. Is here. So this one, the overall target is here, But you know deep down that once this guy comes to this place, it will react back before going up. So I'll say it every time. Once you see your 3R, anything you are doing in the market from that point, it is totally up to you. So this week is JPY party. I'll go and look for JPY news because you can't drum. This week is for JPY party. So I think I had something. I've sent this one. USD card, there's nothing. Euro AUD, there's nothing. Euro USD. I'll send this one, but not as signal. It's already dropping safe. So if it comes back here, you can take your sell from this guy here. I'll drop it like this. This is a bias, not a signal. Euro USD sell bias. So I've dropped that already. And finally, it's not finally. All Euro USD pairs should sell. I told you what you look out for. I'll not drop it as a signal before when I say I drop on my signal. I'll drop it like this. Because I've not seen my valid entry on this guy. So I cannot drop it as a signal before Una come for my head on Friday. So anything I say, Friday is our judgment day. Whether we made profit or loss, Friday is our judgment day. So GBP USD sell bias. And CAD JPY, I've already dropped that. CAD, no entry, no entry, no entry. AUD USD, same sell. That is it. But I said it to wait for, if I let me remove this thing, this is what you do. Wait for this. Yes, wait for this here and you sell. Let me leave it like this. So the only trade I dropped that is entries is CAD, is JPY pairs. And then for USD pairs, I dropped their bias. So look for entries, confirmations, and sell. So the reason why I didn't drop gold is for my inner circles. Gold is for my inner circles. But you already know. This one, like I said, if it comes back here, you sell. If it comes back, if conditional statement, if I didn't say sell, if I'm not capturing this one, but let me just capture the pair Euro GBP. If it comes back, you sell. So now let's go to who is texting me. I'm on live. How about? But is it advisable to take one? Okay, let me check questions. Hold on. Someone is texting me. Should I take the Telegram trades? Why am I sending it if it's not for you to take? Why am I sending it? Why am I sending it if not for you to take it? So let me check some questions. Shadrach is saying, but is it advisable to take one of the similar pairs or to go all in? First off, it's not advisable to go all in. Nothing is sure. Yes, we made money last week. Last week was almost 19R on the Telegram channel. Yes, but this week is not going to. Why am I cutting myself in my mouth? This week, we are not expecting anything. Let me just say it that way. This week, we're not expecting anything. So I've done my job. They all met my target. They all met my confluences. I've dropped it. So if you're trading a funded account that you are risking 1%, and risking 1% means that you're not allowed to lose 4% in a day. And there's no way all these trades will trigger in the same day and hit your SL. I don't know, but it is highly impossible for us to have 4 losses in a row. So what I'll suggest is, if you are setting the limit of all, how many did I drop today? I dropped JPB JPY 1, USD JPY 2, CAD JPY 3, just 3. And then you can choose either of the one I think you can take. Safe for me, I'm now being biased. Look for confirmation on the one that's already clear, which is GBP USD, and then take your sell. Set all of them, all. Your job is now to manage them. How do you manage them? If you take the first trade and it hits SL, and it cannot hit SL almost immediately. Let's say you took 4 trades and 3 hit SL, and then you are now looking at the last one and it's going in profit. Just manage it very well. If it hits TP 1:3, it have closed you from the losses you made from the other 3. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It is that simple now. It's not rocket science. Okay, let me write it out. I've called 3 trades. I called 3 trades now, right? And the 3 trades I called are, what am I typing? I called 3 trades, right? And those 3 trades are all on JPY pairs. Those 3 trades, you are risking what? 3%. Right? And now let's say you want to take all of them. I don't know how you get the entries, but like I said, it is confirmation, right? I called 3 trades on JPY, so 5 total. 5 trades, 5. So which means you're risking 5%. Because me, I like putting the losses first, even though you people believe in God too much. I know. You people believe in me too much too. I know, but I like putting the losses first. Even if we take 5 losses on this trade, first off, all the SLs will not hit today. All the stop losses will not hit today. They will not hit today. First off, they will not hit today. Of course, they will not hit today. But if they hit today, your account is gone. Your account is gone. Whether life account, whether prop account, whether evaluation account, whether phase 1, whether phase 2, OTILO is gone. So what do you do? In as much as I've not taken any losses in this channel since we started, than taking 5 losses in a week is going to be terrible, but it will not happen. But worst case scenario, if you set those 5 trades, all 5 of them, all manage your trade, what do? Check your trades. Keep checking them. Check and manage them. Check and manage them. Keep checking. So that's my own. Set all the trades, all of them, set it. But if you're too busy, this is another angle. If you're too busy that you cannot check them, what do? There are 5 trades. You can now reduce your risk to 0.5. Meaning, instead of risking 5% for the whole day, you are now risking what? You are now risking 2.5. This one is simple. Instead of risking 1% of all the trade, which means you bought a 100K account, you are risking 1K in all of them. 5K, your account is gone. Daily drawdown, smashed. So what do you now do? Reduce the risk to 0.5 to be risking 2.5% for the day. Even if you take all losses on all of them, which is nearly impossible, at least the trade one will get to 3R before reversing. Now you know conceal. Now you know closer. Now you expect say you go do something more. So I believe you understand me now, Shedrack. I believe you do. So the second question from Tochuku. Tochuku is saying, please sir, is it advisable to set limit on? Okay, the same question, Seth. I think I've answered this one too. And then Timmy, if I'm to go all in, should I divide my, okay, I've used 1 stone to kill the 3 birds. So I've answered all the questions already. So it's better if the trade is too much, you can reduce your risks. Instead of risking 1%, you can divide to 0.5% or 0.25%. If you're in drawdown, if you're in drawdown of 3%, you can you can take down your risk to even 0.25%. The idea is, the only reason why I'm keep saying this thing, let me tell you for real. On my challenge account, I risk 2%. People that know me on my channel, on my entry group, Shedrack, Larry, Timmy, they know that I'm very, very picky with trades. I'm very, very picky. I'm very, very picky. So when that thing happens, what do? I risk 2% of my on my prop account. I use one trade to pass my account when I get a good trade, right? So 2% risk on an account means that I'm risking 2%, and my 2% and target for that account is almost is 3R. So that is 6%. And if the trade is good, because my trades now are averaging 4 to 5%. My trades are averaging 4 to 5%. And if at some point I can't begin like from this week now, my risk will not go below 100 pips on gold, or 60, 70 pips. And with that, I'll be getting 1:5. So if I'm risking 2%, best believe 2%, and then risking for 5R, that's 10%. Account is passed. Account don't pass already. Oh. But I'm not telling you to go and do that, because you are not me. Unless you are in my channel, unless you're in my, what is it called, entry group, unless you are there. Because that is where I take my time to do it. But if you're on the free group and you are in drawdown, highest you can do is 1%. You cannot manage the emotions. I can buy another account. I don't know if you can. So if you have only one funded account, if you have only one prop account, guard it with your heart. Don't trade like your mentors. They have 3. They can buy another one. Can you? So for like I said, it's psychologically. So if you cannot buy another account, why are you over risking the one you have? If you cannot buy another car, why are you driving drunk? If you cannot afford to be in a new, I'm trying to use another example, but at least you get the point now. You get the point. So, okay, no problem. Thank you. You're welcome, Tochuku. You're welcome, Shedrack. No, the last thing before I close is the news for the day. You know, I'm in love with USD pairs. So now that I entered JPY pairs, so I have to make sure that there's no news in JPY pairs that will fuck up my trade this week. Before when I come for my head, so I don't give you a nonsense signal. So the first news we have today is GBP pair, retail sales monitor. So that one is not really that deep. And tomorrow we have we have news on AUD and GBP. That one, Fed chair, shirt. This guy is speaking tomorrow. Powell. So tomorrow will be crazy. Tomorrow will be crazy. Powell is speaking tomorrow. And you know what happened over this weekend with Trump and China? So Powell's speech will go a long way. Powell's speech will go a long way. And on Wednesday is manufacturing index. So that one, get level. So technically, Jesus, on Thursday is a bloodbath. Initial job claims. There's no. Oh, PPI. Yes, PPI. PPI. And then Friday. Friday is not that deep. So it's Wednesday and Thursday. Sorry, is it Wednesday or Tuesday? It's Tuesday and Thursdays. What's happening? It's Tuesday and Thursday. It's Tuesday and Thursday. That is the only thing I'm seeing here. Tuesday and Thursday. So there's no wahala on JPY. Let me check. Oh, did I even add JPY pairs to my watch list? Symbols. AUD, CAD, GBP. Oh, JPY day, thank God. So there's no news on JPY this week. So there's no news on JPY. So we are good. The only news we have is on USD. The only news we have was on USD. So we so I don't know what happened, but then we would have to call it a day. So like I said already, gold is bullish. Make sure you look for a valid entry point for your trades. And then, like I always say, risk management will take you far in this journey. Always apply your risk management. Yes, it's counselor that does the trade, but counselor is a human being who can take losses. So always put that in your head while you're going about today. Have a good day. Give me value on the chart. If you I'm here. Give me value on the chat. If you got value this week, and make sure you like this video, you can share to your community, and make sure you're subscribed. And also, I want to start doing something because I'm now oversharing, right? I want to start not posting my links. So you can as well subscribe and tap on the bell button. So once I'm live, you get notified. You don't have to wait for me to drop a link before you join through the link. So make sure you hit the bell button. Once it's 9 p.m. on Friday, it will bell you that this guy is up. Once it's 8 a.m. in the morning on Mondays, it will still bell you instead of you waiting for my links. So that's it. Thank you, Adetoro. You're just a silent partner today. Anyway, have a good day, guys. See you on Friday. So for the guys in the inner chamber, let's go and cook. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.